Hi everyone, today we're going to make oatmeal cookies. First thing you're going to do is combine 2 cups of flour with 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And mix that together. The great thing about this recipe is everything is 1 teaspoon, 1 cup. There are very few measurements that are 3/4 or halves. It's almost all whole measurements. It's actually very easy to remember. So blend that together and set that aside. And then get another bowl, a bigger one. And in this you're going to put 1 cup of shortening, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 eggs. And then you're going to cream those things together so that it's light and fluffy. There we go, light and fluffy. And then you're going to gradually add in your flour mixture. There we go. Now you're going to add your oatmeal. And it is going to be 2.5 cups of quick oats. Quick cooking oats. Here is the brand. Well, actually, I usually buy the no-name brand oats. I just like this container and it's really handy and I just keep refilling it. 1 minute quick oats. And it's 2.5 cups. And this you definitely will have to blend by hand because the mixer won't mix this. At least mine won't. Now, after I'm done mixing this, I am going to divide it into 2 portions. 1 portion I'm going to add about a cup of raisins to, and the other portion I'm going to add about a cup of chocolate chips because my husband likes raisin cookies, oatmeal cookies, and my son doesn't. So, that's what I'm going to do. Or you can just bake them the way they are right now. After you blend in the oats, you just cook them, bake them, and you don't have to add anything at all. But this would also be good with butterscotch chips. If you're making just a batch of oatmeal chocolate chip, then put 2 cups of chocolate chips. Or 1 cup of chocolate chips, or 1.5 cups of chocolate chips, or half a cup of chocolate chips. It all depends on how chocolatey you want them to be. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to take a cookie sheet, and you're going to grease the cookie sheet, or you're going to put parchment paper down. Then you take your dough, and you're going to take a scoop of cookie dough, put it down on the sheet. Now, if you leave it just like this, chances are it may bake just that way. These particular cookies, and I think maybe many oatmeal cookies, you have to squish a bit. So squish it down a little bit, flatten it down with your hands. They will spread a tiny bit, so leave about 1 inch or so between them. And these are decent sized cookies. If you want to use smaller cookie dough balls, you'll have more cookies. But really, what's the point? And keep going until your cookie sheet's full, and then you're going to bake these. You're going to bake these about 10-15 minutes until the bottom of them starts to get brown a little bit. For them not to be dry, you don't want to overbake them. And slightly under baking cookies makes them chewy. And really, cookies are one of the hardest things you can bake because it's really hard to get consistent results. And even in your oven, you're going to get parts of the oven that are hotter than others, and sometimes it's really difficult to get consistent cookies every time. But one of the secrets to consistent cookies is to use the same size of cookie on the cookie sheet, meaning that they will bake at about the same rate because they're all the same size. I bought this cookie scoop at Regal Gifts, which was a gift retailer that we used to have. I think they went bankrupt. Or they still have the mail order business. But this cookie scoop, it's like an ice cream scoop. It looks very nice. Here we go, ready for the oven, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done.
Why was the broom late?
I don't know.
Because he overswept.